Hello, folks. This is just going to be a short stream, but I wanted to get a little bit of a stream in as we kind of wanted to finish chapter 2 before I need to go run my D&D game. As ever, I am doing a fundraiser for NAMI, which you can see here, including my potential donor rewards, which are for some reason in a very weird order, but only sort of care about that. Hi, Bucks Poppy, how are you? And I just wanted to, I will not spend a lot of time talking about the fundraiser just because we have a short stream, but raising funds for NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, as May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and NAMI is a great organization, and you can do !donate to see the URL for donating, and it'll also pop up on a timer. But I don't want to kind of make us have this take too long, so let's get right into dealing with the Scarlet Mine. Dun da da da. Okay, so here we are. Here is our game. So let's load where we saved from. Oh yes, we're gonna go talk to miners. So let's see, what do we say? Kanika said, "We're all here. What's the plan?" And Stella said, "I guess we just go talk to people." Kanika was agreeing, "I guess. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines." "Now you tell us, Stella." Tabitha? "Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there." "Oh, hi, Pine Valley. How are you?" "We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down here." Let's see. What do we got? Ooh, what does Streetsmart tell us? "I call dibs. I love to do a good sneak." Sure. I call dibs. I love to do a good sneak. "You're gonna do great. So, the plan. You know those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an ear pierce on their first date?" "Oh, hey, that's pretty good. Yay, speakers working." "Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance setup in the back of your van that I didn't know about?" "What?" "No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good microphone. We can just do a group call." Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. "We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way." "Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough." "Aw, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah?" Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. How Stella got banned, she got stuck trying to get in one of the child-sized tunnels and had to call for help. No amount of tomato juice is going to get her out of that hole. Oh, God, I hope she didn't. Your phone buzzes. "Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something." "Okay. Nope, can't hear you. Sorry." "Very funny. You're coming through crystal clear on my end. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite." Well, I guess then let's enter. You pass through the unlocked vents and enter the property of the Scarlett Hollow mine. Let's go talk to miners. Oh, yeah, that's true, you're right. And those hips don't lie, so, you know. "I'm in." "All right, Morpheus, good to know. Let's let's approach the nearest group of miners and see if we can actually be sneaky. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Should we right away say we're Tabitha's cousin? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters. What happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? Ooh, do we wanna lie about a union? I mean, let's try. Keep it on the down low, but I'm working for a competitor, a unionized competitor. We're thinking of buying Miss Scarlett out of the mines. Part of my work here is due diligence. Really? I'd kill for a few more days off a year. Yeah, I hear those union boys get paid sick leave. I wouldn't mind some of that. I don't buy it. They're already looking for people to lay off, and I don't intend to be one of them. I love it here. They're laying people off? That's the first I'd heard of it. Stella, I guess once you lose your job here, you're probably not going to stick around for very long. Tabitha is an excellent boss, very professional, runs a tight ship. It's the honest truth. Don't you go minding what happened to folks who've left their post. Seen anything weird lately? Miners look you up and down. Weird how? People getting sick, like more than usual? No, nothing like that. Feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in the mine, and our health is wholly looked after. Wow. You run into any weird animals? Nope. You've been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? Wait, are they talking about me? Yes, Stella, they're talking about you. Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Stella. Yeah, that's me all right. And aw, that's so sweet. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I'd see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating. That's it. I don't know. She's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now, and it's never been like this before. Huh, maybe it's that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now. Have you heard any weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. Got a couple of other questions. Y'all should get out of town. So, what do you think of Tabitha? Miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. She works hard. Look, we've been over this. Tabitha's an excellent boss, very professional, runs a tight ship. That's the honest truth. Should I tell them to get out of town? I don't know. Let's not. Yeah, I don't know what it would do, other than them thinking I'm crazy pants. Actually, that's all, thanks. Bye. You walk away from the miners. Let's approach another group of miners. Hello, Captain Kiarda. How are you? You head over to the next group of miners. You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as an unfortunately familiar voice calls out to you. Ah, creepy. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Why are you following me? You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in a path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you can say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Pow, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Yes. Hi, Totes. I'm actually doing a pretty short stream, but I am totally replaying again, this time Booksmart and Streetsmart. It's really interesting. I managed to make some pretty different choices. Like with Streetsmart, I was able to convince Stella to not call the cops. Ooh, 4 months. Thank you for resubscribing. Yay. Can't believe it's been 4 months. But yeah, I convinced Stella to not call the cops. So, like, we didn't, but we did tell Sybil that Duke is dead. I haven't hit the big decision for this one yet because we're still talking. But it's been a little bit interesting. I was able to pick the locks on the West Wing and see what's in there a little bit because I was not able to do that the previous run. But I'm very curious to see what the vision in the mine is going to look like without Mystic. Because like that gave me lots of info last time, so I don't know what it's gonna do this time. I mean, the cops obviously don't take it seriously, but I am curious to see when they, act suspicious about me being there in the mine with the kids, if they kind of like make any kind of connection to Duke's death or not. Yeah, Mystic gave me like all that info with Enoch and Charles Shaw and like kind of a little bit of what truly happened, at least in theory. So we'll see how this goes. Also, I chose to not steal potato chips despite what Miles said. Alright, so they've been getting static from me. Oh yes, and I've slept over at Stella's overnight, which I've not done the last time. Wayne got the jump on me. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Wayne's trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Pow. We've got your back. Alright, let's talk to another group of miners. There's some way to get Isaacs to like give you his phone number, and I have no idea what it is. Ah, ad. Well, while the ad is happening, is a good time to talk about the fact that I am raising funds for NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and this is a grassroots organization that raises awareness and helps people be supported when they need that sort of help. And as I went on my little soapbox conversation yesterday, we treat mental illness really, really crappily in this country. Not only is it that we have terrible healthcare and health insurance, but we also have all of this added stigma that surrounds mental illness and various mental health things, and that's frankly complete bullshit. and we need to fix that. So I am fundraising because NAMI is one of the organizations that helps in any way that it can fix the bullshit that surrounds mental illness in the U.S. So yeah, that is a thing that I am fundraising for. I'm also terrible at giving those speeches. Also, yes, Twitch needs to take a chill pill with the ads. Instead, you can be hearing the ad that is me advertising NAMI as a charity. I have some numbers of rewards that I have not yet made a useful button to show easily on. Yay! Thank you for showing the link, Totes. But I have some number of rewards for various amounts of donations. And let's see if I can actually usefully show them, potentially by switching away from my game. There we go. They are in a stupid order, but that's okay. So for any $5 donation, I will write your name on origami paper and I'll make a crane. I'm going to string them all up on strings because the goal is to get as close to 1,000 cranes as we can. And for a $25 donation, I will sit here and play games for an hour while wearing a Pegasus unicorn onesie, which you will never otherwise see. For a $50 donation, I will handwrite you a letter. I will even include some calligraphy. And those are all unlimited. And ooh, yay, donations! Totes! I need to go grab origami paper. But yes, for a $75 donation, I will knit you a hat out of the kind of yarn you want. And for a $100 donation, I will use my loom and weave a scarf. I am going to grab my origami paper. I bought it special just for this. Have not even yet opened a pack. But I will totally make a crane. I even vaguely remember how to do it. It's been forever. I learned how to make origami cranes when I was like 7 or 8 because I read the story about the girl in Japan who was trying to get 1,000 cranes so that she wouldn't like die of terrible radiation poisoning. It was a very, this is double wrapped. It was a very famous story that like everybody in Russia read a lot. And my entire first grade class learned to make origami cranes after reading that story. All right, the first piece of paper is red, so that is what we're going to get. I'm gonna write Toot's name on the white part. With a pen that works. I am unprepared for life. All right. Totes M goat. You totally probably can't see, but I did do it. Okay. Do I remember how to make a crane? Did I look it up recently? Yes. I did look it up recently. I don't, you know, if I was smart, I would have like set up the overhead camera. Ooh, nice. That's good to know. If I was smart, I would have set up the overhead camera so that like y'all can actually see me do this as opposed to like me doing it on the desk in front of me. Mm-hmm. Totally figuring out how to do this. Totally not remembering it on the fly. Nothing like that. I totally know exactly what I'm doing. Nothing to see here. Interesting. I would have never thought to use a coffee filter for a tea bag, but that makes sense. I buy little like disposable tea bags to use with my loose tea when I don't feel like actually kind of brewing the tea. Right. I am in a place where I can hold this up so you can see progress. I'm making kind of mostly making progress. Oh, I should fold the top thingy. I am sure that there are proper Japanese words for all the various parts of the origami crane, and I don't know any of them because, well, I don't know proper Japanese words for much of anything. But Japanese is one of those languages that I tried very hard to learn and got basically absolutely nowhere, because despite it not actually being tonal like the way Chinese is, despite it not being actually tonal, I still could not hear the difference between many of the words. So the teacher would say, if you say it this way, it means post office, and if you say it this way, it means mother, and I'm like, those sound identical to me. You should totally post that to Discord. Alright. We are almost at crane time. This is like fold up the neck and tail stage of crane making. Also, you know what neatness is? Not a thing I'm very good at. That's not true. I'm okay at it, but not phenomenally good at. It is a bird. And I make it such that you can flap its wings, or not so much. You can flap its wings a little bit. Alright, this is Totes' burb. Thank you for donating. It is gonna go on my laptop for now, and then I'm gonna string it after stream. Burb! Red burb with the wing flapping. Flappy flappy. Alright, let me make the rewards nonsense go away so we can keep going and talking to these miners. Where were we? Ah yes, we were coming up to these three. Hey there, can we help you with something? Alright, let's start at the top. Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? Name on his jacket, just like yours? Or that's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Let's go with that one. It's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Kanika and Sybil. Good people. But I don't expect they'd know every mining fella in town by sight, if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun playing hooky. The following, though. Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. Just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? Miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Stella is an ever-optimistic cinnamon bun. Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Isaacs. Streetsmart. As the miners turn to leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaacs has more to say. Let's give him our contact info. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaac and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. Interesting. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. Might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. Good luck. Dun, dun, dun. Going around asking questions, huh? Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into it. First sign of trouble. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh ho ho, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? All I know is that a certain someone got involved with somebody he shouldn't have, and nobody in camp has seen him since. I figured he'd just run off to live in that big mansion with his belle. Stella audibly gasps. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my God, gross! As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest to you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Poor man. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yup. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Any weird animal sightings? Saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor. It was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in the animals. I knew it. I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in them woods nobody's ever seen before. It's still wild country, even if we've carved it into pieces. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some scientist folks come and sort out whatever's going on out there. Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousin in Asheville, just to be on the safe side. People getting sick? I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Any noises from the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be, but I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom. A what now? Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claims she saw one once, and that's why she always had such bad luck. Guess it's not just my mom. Yeah, Kanika, like, all the old wives tell the old wives' tales. Have you heard any knocking in the mines? You asking us if we've heard any Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old-timers. All of us who was here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance. Always stealing my hammers. It's true, had a pickaxe stolen too, and when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I've figured out what to do for my next video. Oh, Stella. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. Could always use a partner in crime. I'm going to wind up going down there with you, aren't I? That's all on that front. Sure. Well, let's ask about... So, what do you think of Tabitha? Two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is, a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are going to have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're going to be next if you keep up that kind of talk. Pal, I think we've got a problem. We do. By the time Stella finishes her sentence, you've already ducked around a corner and out of sight. Ooh. We don't have to let Tabitha catch us. You continue back towards Stella and Kanika, moving from shadow to shadow and keeping out of sight. Oh no, you're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Okay, I cannot not say this because it is literally the best sentence ever. Clearly, she's doing a delinquency. I mean, yeah, but what kind of delinquency? Only one way to find out. Let's go after her. You rush... Ooh, achievement unlocked. Stealth run. You rush over the hill and get your bearings, the sound of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point towards a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out in my risk-taking years. I never did anything like this. Yeah, I would never. Okay, maybe I've poked my head in there a few times. I gotta say, I never did anything like this as a teen either. I don't think I've ever done a delinquency in my life. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Pal and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Gretchen's eyes. Ah, look, it's a ditchling. I just noticed there's a ditchling in the tree. Ah. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. I feel like we should. I'm like fighting with my inner like tell the authorities nature. But I think yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Should I call Tabitha? I'm going to take this opportunity to take a drink. Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of resigned to the fact that I'm going to not be able to like have the best mine ending without keen eye. But you pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, all right? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. No need to get snarky. I'll wait. Good. Tabitha hangs up on you. We're gonna wait for her because, like, yeah. You find a tree to lean against and wait for your cousin. Stella and Kanika will probably be fine without you. You stand outside the mines, anxiously eyeing the tree line, hoping not to glimpse any inhuman movements. Huh, you actually waited for me. I don't know what to say. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I have waited? Do I need to explain that to you? You haven't exactly been reliable since you've gotten here. Come on, let's get this over with. I don't like the thought of you walking around an abandoned coal mine, but I'd rather not leave you out here unattended. You should be safe enough with me in there to guide the way. Tabitha huffs her way up to the main entrance and disappears into the darkness. You follow her and enter the mine. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected, the air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and Tabitha to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat, as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Do you know why the entrance to this place was boarded up? Because there was a collapse 100 years ago that killed a bunch of people? 168 people. A man named Charles Shaw decided it was okay to use faulty wood for support struts, and the entire mine came down. It almost ruined my family. Lucky few died instantaneously, but for most of the souls who perished here was slow and agonizing, trapped under rubble and left to slowly succumb to crush injuries or dehydration. It took a week to clear out most of the rubble and recover the bodies. The few survivors who were dragged out were never the same. Can't say I blame them. What makes you so sure it was Charles Shaw's fault? It doesn't really matter whose fault it is. That's ancient history at this point. Yeah, because we're Booksmart, when we read the book about the mine collapse, we were like, let's apply critical thinking. Perhaps history is written by winners, and not everything is as it seems. 100 years on, who cares about pointing fingers and passing blame? Everyone involved is long dead. Oh, Tabitha. What I care about are the 168 people who climbed down to their deaths that day, unaware of the hand they'd been dealt until they were literally buried by it. None of us know the price we have to pay until our debt is due. Huh. Tabitha's ruminations are interrupted by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. That sounds like rocks shifting somewhere deeper in the mine. We should be careful. Have you not been careful up until this point? Did I give you my whole tragedies of the past spiel for nothing? Come on. It came from this way. Tabitha hastens her pace and quickly disappears deeper into the mine. You take a deep breath and follow suit. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. You know, if I was a teen, I would get this far and then GTFO. This does not sound like a fun hanging out place. I say, as a teen who had asthma. I was clearly no fun. I was not the fun person. Echoing through the tight corridors, you and Tabitha can pick up snippets of a tense argument. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. That's a disdainful teen girl. I don't know if that was a disdainful enough teen voice, but that's what we got. Defensive teen girl. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. Kanika, you could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Stella, come on, kiddos. There's some real spooky stuff going on in town right now. You shouldn't be hanging out down here. Disdainful teen girls. We are not kids. Chill, teen boy. Yeah, we're teens. Kanika, well, you look like a bunch of kids to me. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. No, it's Miles, all right. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Looks like we found our trespassers. I still can't believe that Stella managed to drag Kanika out here. She avoids me like the plague. What's the deal with you and Kanika? Honestly, I have no idea. I don't hold anything against her aside from the fact that she's always hated me. She probably just got jealous that Stella and I started spending time together. But that was years ago, so who knows? What do you think of Kanika? I think the two of us are more alike than she'd ever care to admit. She thinks you're exploiting your workers. I'm not trying to exploit anyone. I'm just doing the best I can. It's not my fault that sometimes I have to make cuts. It's not my fault that some people just aren't cut out for the job. I've given up on other people understanding me. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. They're close. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. Within, a group of teens engages Stella and Kanika in a heated argument. All of them are too caught up in the moment to notice you or Tabitha approach. Hoodie girl. My dad is a foreman at the continuous mining facility, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whenever we want. Plaid girl. Wait, Becca, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Correction, your father was a foreman. Ah, ad. It is an ad. We will wait. Don't want to, make people miss stuff just because Twitch does advertising. And again, I say I really wish it told me in the manager view that, it was currently running an ad. So that I could pause or something, but I don't think it can do that. So mostly the ads happen randomly. I also found that if you thought about doing the ad every 30 minutes so that Well, so I tried that, but it didn't actually stop the random. It like didn't stop the random ads. Like I would do an ad, and also, for every 90-second ad, you get 30 minutes of no ad. Oh, okay. I have to play with it more. Like it's been really unpredictably weird, and like if I can actually do that, like I totally will. It just is really annoying. It does give me like a snooze ads button sometimes. Oh. I mean, I do love Taco Bell, and I've never had Sonic, but I'm sorry that you did not get what you wanted. Someday I'll try Sonic. People keep saying it's good. Alright, let us keep going. Correction. Your father was a foreman at the continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job in the morning. What? Beanie Boy. Oh, shit. Oh, hey, Tabby. Hey, pal. We thought we'd lost you there. Did you run off to snitch to Tabitha? Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best. These kids are refusing to listen to us. Hey, don't talk about us like we aren't here. Yeah, we can hear you. Alexis, don't butt in. I'm trying to make a point. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to mean? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on. This place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. I mean, I was like all hating on Becca, and then we met her mother. And suddenly it all made sense. I don't know if her mother's name is Karen, but it should be. Alright, so that idiot is going to slap a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. You are embarrassing us. I am sorry for Zane's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. I love the Rosalina Alexis thing. Like, I ship them so hard. Enough! The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. Can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, you guys. Maybe it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation, what with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave. Much like is it entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mines not a clear enough message for you? Hell yeah, Tabitha. Tear the sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years, you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Oh my god, this dialogue is amazing. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, absolutely. Totally do. Totally do. Yeah, tell them about where have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay in our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha. Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? Can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. Oh, honey, you're 13. You are a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in this exact mine. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might have some actual character. Oh, Tabitha. Exactly. Rosalina's not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Oh my god, Becca, you are the worst. Zane. Wait, what did you say about child labor? How do you know there isn't a ghost? Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There are no ghosts. There is no ghost. There are no such thing as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust the place anyway, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are you talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets back black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers, for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella! I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? Want you out of here, Stella? Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along, too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody's staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wait a second. Where did 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow. Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you wouldn't have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out the whole time you've been here. Ugh. They must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Stella, stop sneaking into my mines. Please, I'm literally begging you. only all the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess, but no. There just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Didn't you just talk about how child labor was the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Thank you. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here 1,000,000 times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where the tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I am not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah, do you have a problem with that? I want the rest of you out of my mind. Except for you, T'Pau. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I could never fit in that tunnel anyway. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyway, and the service down here sucks. I will happily escort these two knuckleheads out. No, you are not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. Oh, look at those eyes. Puppy dog eyes. Tabitha sighs. Ugh, there's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. Let's be book smart about this, I guess. Yeah, Tabby does cave. It's because she likes Stella. I've read a lot of stories about cave rescuers needing their own rescues. Are we biting off more than we can chew? Should we get some professionals down here? I am a professional. I'd also prefer to resolve this issue without word getting out if possible. Again, I don't want to deal with angry parents trying to sue me for their own negligence. Inspiring. Oh, don't worry, T'Pau. It'll be fun. And safe. I'm sure that's exactly what you told her last night, and we all know how that ended. I am not getting in the middle of this. There's nothing to get in the middle of. It's fine. I said Stella can tag along. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, we won't be long. Cool. Can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Kanika, Miles, and Zane head toward the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the remaining teens. All right, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Dun, dun, dun. Gretchen is the best potato. Best potato. As the three of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was, really cool. Why are you trying to get her all mad? Ugh, we're doing this because Tabitha is really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Ah, yes. Teen logic. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with that nobody like Stella. Hey. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of a YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? Yeah, that's true. I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Dang, Stella, meat rice? That's a big deal. They're on like every big podcast. Thank you, thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all of the things she'd said tonight. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. You've seen how she treats everyone tonight, except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never struck me as someone who let other people's opinions bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. She probably does. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mine sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. That sounds just an active mine echoing through the walls, right? Nah, it's Tommyknockers. I'm sure of it. It's not Tommyknockers. That being said, it's also definitely not the active mine. We use a machine these days, and it sounds nothing like that. It's probably just rocks falling somewhere deeper in the mine, which is also bad for obvious reasons. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? Yes, I am familiar with all of the old maps of this place. There should be a central chamber not too far from here where everything joins back up. Those poor kids. I have no sympathy for their terror. They've brought this upon themselves for trespassing in my mine and making me come down here. I'm sure they're just as upset that you came down here as you are. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the youths, their panicked arguing echoing down the pitch-black corridor. Ah, the youths. And here we are. The tunnel they crawled through passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down here. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its edge. All right, let's do this. Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you've been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't go this far in, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca! Yep, they're close all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd. Distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest like the deep growl of a predator. You find yourself stepping towards the black chamber before you, compelled by some unnatural force. Hey, are you all right, pal? What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives toward you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Hell yeah, it's the hands with all the chains. It's like worm-eaten wood. Oh yeah, wow. So the vision is much shorter without Mystic. T'Pow, are you all right? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure of something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. I'm fine. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm gonna get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion climbs out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the vision, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs and the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Also, ghostly miners, which on first watching I thought were just weird glowy sperm. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. Yeah, of course she would. She's stupid. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? I remember you diving towards me. Did you know something might happen? I've seen horror movies. You looked like you were about to wander off and get yourself killed. Didn't want to let you out of my sight. Not down here. Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath, and it looks like she's been crying. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sounds of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but that is the sound of a mine collapse. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? No, but I don't want them to die either, please. Oh, God. Okay. I figure if we take Rosalina and leave, both Becca and Alexis are just gonna die in a mine. If we go after Becca and Alexis, everybody's alive, but I think we have the amputation. Oh, which way do we do it? What do we do? What do we do? We did the go after Becca and Alexis last time. I feel like I should take Rosalina and leave just because I didn't make that choice last time. But I don't know if it's worth it to, like... But does she wind up injured? Do I, like, fuck it all up? Oh, and the fate is unknown. Well, I mean... I assume the mine collapses around them, so they're trapped if nothing else. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. What do I do? What do I do? Guess Oh, choices. Oh yeah, I know. I think I'm gonna have to go after them because, like, I don't think I'm the sort of person who can actually make the other choice. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go after them. Okay, let's do this. Pow, don't do this to me. Screw you, Tabitha. Let's just start running. You start running towards Rosalina. Thank you, they're back this way. Hurry. Whoa. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Pow, if we get stuck down here... Can you guys see these things? There's probably a pocket of gas down here. It's probably just hallucinations. We're coming. Just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. Then move. Okay. Right. Yeah. You quickly push your way back the way you came, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. All of you start climbing. Now. Once the last teen is up, Tabitha grabs onto the ladder and starts climbing. You follow suit and start climbing. This way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you'd expect from someone who's spent her entire working life in and around coal mines. Why couldn't you have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God. You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. Yeah. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly, she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you, stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. Rosalina coughs. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out of there. Are you... Oh my God. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went there to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. Yeah, too late, Becca. In a panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. Yeah, it should be her least concern, but, you know, of course it's not. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. I should check in with Tabby, see if she needs help. We're going to get you help. Everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Pow and Alexis will keep you safe until then. And Gretchen. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. No way. I've seen people bounce back from worse. Thanks, pal. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, T'Pau. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. You're very mature for your age. I'm just sorry I couldn't do more. Yeah, she did want to spend time with Alexis, because they are adorable. If I didn't stick with Becca once we started getting lost, none of this would have happened. If I'd just been more smart or more brave, but I wasn't, and now Rosalina is, It's just not fair. You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. It's not fair that this happened to you, and I'm so sorry. It's okay, Alexis. It's okay. Can't believe you're the one comforting me. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Aww. Alexis grasps Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moment to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. It's gonna be okay, Rosalina. Everything's gonna be just fine. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ. You weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot's over in Brevard, so it'll be at least another half hour. Ugh. The thought of living like a half hour from where an ambulance is just freaking terrifying. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Really? Are you somewhere like super rural? Like, I keep feeling like I'm in the boonies, but I'm a half-hour drive to Boston, so like it's a small ass town, but it's a half hour to Boston, so we have like 3 major hospitals within 2 miles of us in different directions. I cannot even imagine. Like, I'm such a city girl. It's not even funny. Oh, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, 40 minutes away, like driving? Holy crap. Like that should not be any place in a civilized country. Yikes. I guess that's why they have helicopter lifts, I guess. But still. Ugh. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's no public transit here either. There's not even sidewalks. But, you know, we have volunteer fire department and police and, like, I think when my neighbors called an ambulance, it was like 2, maybe 3 minutes. Despite fields and farms and like mostly horse farms and apple orchards everywhere. Ugh. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir, I promise. We're gonna do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. Paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? It was Tommy knockers. Just teens being teens. We did our best to get them out of there. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure their kids don't deliberately put themselves in these situations. Rosalina was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. Oscar, I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things that I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it down in the mine. For what it's worth, I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I gotta go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. Just please, God, tell Alexis's parents. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina is going to be okay? The paramedics said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. That was our ditchling problem, right? Case closed, good work, team? I still don't really buy this whole ditchling thing, but what would we have even solved? I mean, maybe we averted a disaster tonight, but I think Kanika's right. If anything, we've left with more questions than we started with this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. On a run where she hangs out with Oscar, you get to see Rosa loopy on pain meds. Okay. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just autosuggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. You weren't down there. T'Pau and Tabby had simultaneous seizures next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Did you take a picture, Stella? Just because they passed out or had seizures doesn't mean it wasn't autosuggestion. I saw something down there, like the shadows of dead miners. They were right behind you, right before you left, and they followed us when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you in that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, but you were deep in a dark abandoned coal mine. You might have been just primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber, where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a photo. Oh, good, she did take a photo. Weird stuff. Maybe you weren't entirely off base about the cult stuff you mentioned earlier today, but that thing felt old. Are you sure these were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on my mine collapses, I guess. What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlett. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss? In private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong in there. Ladies, I'm afraid this means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson, but you can call me Earl. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlett Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property T'Pau's family happens to own? Okay, it's the only place that would have abandoned mines, dipshit. And don't you think it's even a bit odder that T'Pau happened to be in there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar, though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, T'Pau, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our questions, just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you can tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be back in touch. Have a good one. Okay, good. They didn't ask about Duke. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Neegs? Stella, no. This is all just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What, are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they gave you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, T'Pau? Excuse me. Yeah, that is what that smile is. Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha, start walking to her car, pulling you by the arm. See you tomorrow, guys. You can practically feel Tabitha roll her eyes as she drags you to the car. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what might lurk behind the tree line. You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? I don't know what you've been told, but I'm really not in the mood to talk about whatever rumors people have been spreading about me. Not after tonight. Poor Rosalina. Poor Oscar. He should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? Whoa, are we bonding? I guess. Sure. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents. Advertisements. So it was not giving me the option to run an ad break, only to snooze the ads, and I snoozed the ads for a while, but then it stopped giving that as an option. So didn't want to keep talking while the ad is happening. take this opportunity to move myself slightly up. Let's see if I can, so that I'm blocking a little bit less of the wording. Here we go. But yes, meanwhile, while the ad is happening, once again, reminder that I am fundraising for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which is an organization that helps fight the stigma of mental health issues that we have in the country and shouldn't have. So yes, I'm trying to do some fundraising. Please support NAMI. We want to make sure that as many people can have access to good, high quality mental health care as possible. And to do that, we need to have money, because our healthcare system is hot garbage. So here we are. But yes, once the ad is done, I just want to finish up this chapter. I think I'm not going to be able to do a lot of streaming tomorrow, so I wanted to get a little bit of a stream in today, which is unusual because I usually don't stream on Sundays or Mondays, and I managed to stream a little bit yesterday and a little bit today. So, yay. A little bit extra streams, but I do have a D&D game that starts in 18 minutes, so I need to make sure that I have a chance to wrap this up before I go and run game for people. It doesn't know that you don't like Marvel movies. It thinks all gamers like Marvel movies and only gamers hang out on Twitch, clearly. Alright, so let's see. I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents, and clearly there are some parents at fault for this who weren't ready. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. And look where that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's gonna carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. Do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. That did strike a nerve. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. I'm just gonna drop it. You drop it. Tabitha's eyes remain fixated on the road. How are you holding up? Poorly, but I'd really rather we didn't get into it. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, me too. I gotta focus on the road, though. Yeah, okay. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thanks for calling me about these kids, by the way. It was unexpected. And for waiting for me. I appreciated it. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Kanika. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? Those things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more of them being here than the mine collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. Send that to Tabby like, this is why I stayed at Stella's last night. Yeah, right? If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settled in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally sleep into a deep sleep. Creepy things are creepy. I think this is her, like, epilogue. At least I'm assuming that's what this is. Also, that wall in the basement. That is definitely not covering up a carving at the mansion. Or somewhere. Achievement unlocked. Stealing your grandma's credit card. Alright, let's save this. Alright, how did we click on trying to remember what we did to what did we click on last time to get like I don't know, like you told me what to click last time and it worked. And I don't remember what we clicked on. Well, so the arrow keys go to return, right? If I go the... I don't know. Like... It was something. It wasn't page up, page down. It wasn't these arrow keys. F. Nope, that's full screen. Wow. It's not tab. Not space. Control or Alt. I feel like I should ask the internet or something. But like we finished day 2, right? Like, whoa. There should be. I gotta like look this up. Let me see if I can maybe Google it. Scarlett Hollow, how to turn book pages. No. No info that I can find usefully. Major decisions. Does not seem to tell me. Not J for journal. What's history? Like I know I've gotten them somehow before. I just never remember how. Need to start the next day for Tuesday stuff to show up. Oh. There it is. Okay, you're right. Woke up at Stella's. Okay. All right. Well. All right. It is definitely time. Definitely time for me to go. But this way. Rewards. Please donate to NAMI. We want to raise the funds. And I gotta go run D&D. So that's where we're at. I don't think there's anybody to really raid. Yeah, may the rolls be high. Thank you. We will definitely have fun, and I'm glad you had fun. I do not know if I'm gonna be able to stream at all tomorrow. I'm gonna try because I know that I can't stream on Wednesday. Definitely gonna do a nice long stream on Thursday though, so there is that. All right, everybody have a good Monday night and stay safe, and I will see you later.